In this video, we will be entering a detailed budget in Coeus. Our budget will include salary for the principal investigator, a graduate student, lab supplies, a consultant, travel, and equipment. We will begin by logging in and opening a proposal that is currently in progress. You'll notice in the left side navigation the budget link. Please note that the absence of the red check mark indicates that the budget section has not yet been visited. Click on the budget link and you will be brought to the budget setup page for personnel. If you have completed the investigators key persons screen, all entered investigators and key persons will appear as budget personnel. Otherwise, you will have to click the Add Employee link to add a Northeastern PI or key person. I already completed the investigators key person screen, so you'll notice that the name that I listed on the investigator screen is also present in the budget setup for budget personnel. Coeus separates the budget setup from the actual building of the budget under budget periods. In the budget setup section, you can enter base salaries for budget personnel, adjust budget periods, and change proposal rates, as required by the sponsor. I'm going to return to the budget setup for personnel. At Northeastern University, we do not use the job code field. We are going to select an appointment type. For this budget, I will use a 12-month appointment. The most common appointment types used at Northeastern will be 12-month duration, regular employee, which is the same as a 12-month appointment, 8-month duration, which applies to faculty on an 8-month academic appointment, and summer employee, which is occasionally used at Northeastern for summer appointments and should not be confused with faculty summer salary. We'll revisit 8-month appointments and entering summer salary in another video. The effective date, by default, coincides with the start date of the proposal. Enter the base salary for the effective date. The base salary will be inflated automatically on July 1st of each year. I'm going to click Save and will now click the Add TBA button. A window will open showing TBA persons that you can add to your proposal, like postdoctoral associates. I'm going to select Graduate Student. By clicking the Graduate Student link, a new line is created in the Budget Personnel section. I'll make sure that my graduate student is on a 12-month appointment and will enter a dollar amount in the base salary field. Click Save. We are now ready to start constructing the budget. Under Budget Periods, click Personnel Budget to enter budget persons for Period 1. Click the Add Person link. The names that were added in the budget setup for personnel will be listed. I'm going to select the checkboxes for the budget personnel and click Save. The PI and the graduate student are now included in the personnel budget. We will now have to assign a salary type. For the PI, I'm going to select the salary type, Salary Faculty. For the graduate student, I will select the salary type, Salary Graduate Students. Next, we will click the drop-down menu for Period. Being that the PI and the graduate students are on 12-month appointments, I'm going to change the period to calendar. Next, we will fill the percent charge and percent effort fields. The maximum number that should be entered is 100% in each field. Both fields should match. If the percent charge is smaller than percent effort, this will generate a cost share. In this example, we'll put 100% in both fields for the PI and graduate student to allocate salary for the entire calendar year. Verify that the start date and end date fields for the PI and graduate students is for 1 year. This should already be set up to match the budget period by default. Click Save. You'll notice that the requested salary, fringe, and funds requested fields have been updated. Please note that any salary increases that would have occurred on July 1st are applied in the calculation. Next, we are going to add equipment to the budget. Click Equipment from the left side navigation. Click the Cost Type drop-down menu. I'm going to select Laboratory Equipment, and in the description field, enter Mass Spectrometer. Only descriptions for equipment will print out on your proposal. Enter the funds requested for the mass spectrometer. Click Save. Next, navigate to the travel link. Select a cost type from the drop-down menu. You can enter a description if you like. Enter the funds requested, then click Save. We don't have any participant costs on this proposal, so we are going to skip the participant trainee section and move on to other direct costs. We'll now add our consultant. Click the cost type drop-down menu and select Consultants. I'll enter a description for my benefit, Sequence Analysis Specialist. Then I'll enter the funds requested. Click Save. Next, click the Add Direct Cost link to create a new line. I'll now enter Lab Supplies. From the drop-down menu, select the cost type, Laboratory Supplies. Enter the funds requested, then click Save. At this point, your budget is complete and you can go to the left side navigation and click the Generate All Periods link. A message will appear on the screen informing you that you can only generate all periods for the proposal once. If you need to add additional items to your budget, you should do so now, prior to generating all periods. If your budget in Period 1 is complete, click on the link provided in the message to generate all periods. Another message will let you know that the periods have been successfully generated. If we go back to Budget Periods and click Personnel Budget, you will now notice that in addition to Period 1, that there are tabs for additional periods that were created. All salaries, travel, and other direct costs will be inflated by 3% in each year. Our last step is to revisit the sections of the budget that will need to be revised. For example, in this budget, we do not need to purchase laboratory equipment in years 2 and 3, so we are going to delete them. Click on the Equipment link from the navigation and then click the Period 2 tab. Click the Remove link next to the Funds Requested field. You will be asked if you are sure you want to remove the item. Click OK, then Save. Move to Period 3 and repeat the steps necessary to remove equipment from year 3 of the budget. This concludes our video on how to enter a detailed budget.